Okay, I'm going to show you how to build a programmable MyBlock that we use in EOS called the InchMover. This MyBlock allows a team to enter in the number of inches and power into the MyBlock, and the robot will move forward at that speed for that designated number of inches. What I'm doing right now is putting a couple of constants up there on the program to build the MyBlock such that we can use data inputs into the MyBlock. The data inputs have to go into a math MyBlock and also have to get fed into the actual motion MyBlock as well. The first data input can go into the math, and what this math is doing is it's converting the number of inches that the team is going to input in and divide it by the number of inches per rotation, and then feed that into the number of rotations into the tank MyBlock. So in the case of a 7-inch circumference wheel, one rotation would be 7 inches. So you would divide the number of inches by 7 to get the number of rotations, and you would feed that with a data wire into the number of rotations. The power input goes into the power for both of the engines, or both of the motors. Make sure that you use the correct ports for your motors. That's very, very important. And then it is also good form to complete the MyBlock with a stopping, shutting off the motors with the brake turned on so that everything comes to a stop immediately. So this is the basic setup for the MyBlock. Very simple. 2 data inputs into a math block and into the tank block. Now we go into the MyBlock creation, where we highlight the blocks that are going into the MyBlock. Go up to Tools, use the MyBlock Builder. This pops up. Typically, we call this one InchMover. I never use the description because the description never shows up anywhere else, so I've avoided using that one ever. You can change the icon for the MyBlock by going to the icons below, the MyBlock icons. I recommend using the motion or the action that's the MyBlock's actually performing. In this case, it's a tank block. So that's the MyBlock, and now we can go into the data parameters. The first one was the feeding into the math loop, and so that would be the number of inches. So we change that value, the name of it, to inches, and then default value of 0. Give it a descriptive icon. In this case, there is actually an inch designation. Going to the second parameter, which is the power, going down here, highlighting power, and here we use a slider, vertical slider, so you can actually use the slider or the or type in. It's very similar to how a regular tank block runs. Typically, we set everything with a default value of 50%, and using a power looking icon scrolling down, something like this. So once you have all the parameters named, you can go ahead and click on finish, and it creates the MyBlock. So now you can see the constants are there with the InchMover MyBlock. Now you no longer need the constants. You've already utilized them to build the MyBlock. And you have your InchMover program right here. So the team would enter in 12 inches and the power of 50, or if they want to go backwards, they can go negative 50. So that would be how it would go backwards. Now opening up the MyBlock, you can see that it is feeding in the number of inches divided by 7, giving that to the number of rotations. If you use a larger wheel that has a larger circumference for a different robot, you can change this number, so you can utilize this MyBlock over and over again for other robots if you have different size wheels or a different size conversion from inches to rotations. So very basic MyBlock, programmable MyBlock, but definitely the first step into making a wide range of tools for easy programming for first LEGO League.